I've had patients go from stage 4 cancer to stage 0. So I have now seen where the end of cancer is coming from. I've seen how the war is going to finish. And here's how.
Dr. William Li is a Harvard-trained physician and medical scientist
whose work is revolutionizing the way we understand
and fight some of the most devastating diseases facing our world today.
I'm going to give you a brand new view of thinking about cancer. And this is shocking to some people to hear, but every 24 hours, there are 10,000 mistakes that are made in your body. Each of those is a microscopic cancer. But the reason that we don't become more sick from all kinds of diseases, including cancer, is because our body is hardwired with its own health defense systems. But here's the problem. We are presently seeing the fallout of some of the not so good moves that we made in the 1950s and 60s and 70s. For example, people might consume as much as a credit card's worth of plastic every single week, which is very worrying, and I will tell you why. But there's also the foods you eat, which contribute to taking your health defenses down. But the good news is that you can actually put shields up as well. So this is like our experiment, and we're trying to discover drugs that could be developed as cancer treatments. So we said, let's remove half of them and let's swap them out with food. I was a skeptic, but when I saw these results, it made my jaw drop. Because the holy grail in the pharmaceutical industry is to find something that can kill cancer stem cells. And we don't have a drug that can do that. Turns out Mother Nature beat us to the punch. And there's more than 200 foods that I've studied that can actually starve cancers.
And if you had to...
That clip might be one of the most important things you hear today. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover how your body already has the power to fight cancer every single day, and the simple daily habits and foods that either fuel that power or shut it down. As Dr. William Li mentioned, some of the most effective cancer-fighting tools aren't found in hospitals or prescriptions. They're hiding in your fridge, your spice rack, and even your morning walk. So stay with me, because near the end of this video, I'll reveal several cancer-fighting strategies most people completely overlook, including a natural food compound that's been shown to literally starve cancer cells of their blood supply. It's not turmeric, it's not green tea, and it might just be sitting in your grocery store. Let's get started. Before we dive into what to eat or avoid, you need to know this: your body isn't helpless. It comes fully equipped with 5 biological defense systems, each playing a critical role in preventing and even reversing disease, including cancer. First, your immune system. This is your body's internal security team. Every second, it's scanning for foreign invaders, including cancer cells. And when it's working properly, it neutralizes threats before they become problems. Second, your angiogenesis system. This controls the growth of blood vessels. Cancers can't grow beyond a few millimeters unless they hijack this system to create their own blood supply. Regulate angiogenesis, and you starve tumors before they grow. Third, your regenerative system, which constantly repairs tissues and keeps your organs in working order. When this breaks down, damaged cells accumulate, and damaged cells are where cancer begins. Fourth, your DNA protection system. Every day, your body replicates billions of DNA strands. It's not perfect, but your repair system finds those mistakes and corrects them, unless it's overwhelmed. And fifth, your gut microbiome. Trillions of bacteria that regulate everything from immunity to inflammation. When your gut is healthy, your shields are up. But when your microbiome is imbalanced, your defenses collapse. And in a few minutes, we're going to talk about the everyday foods that quietly either strengthen or sabotage these defenses. Let's start with what works. Some foods don't just nourish you, they actively switch on your body's cancer-fighting systems. Take coffee and tea. They contain compounds that inhibit abnormal blood vessel growth, essentially cutting off the blood supply to microscopic tumors. That's not theory. That's been proven in clinical research. Then there's cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, kale, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These are rich in sulforaphane, a plant chemical that helps detoxify carcinogens and repair DNA damage. one of the most potent natural cancer-fighting agents found in food. Spices like turmeric and ginger, they reduce inflammation, which is a key driver of cancer. Chronic inflammation creates the kind of cellular chaos where DNA starts to mutate. But here's the thing. None of this works if it's just a one-off meal. What matters is consistency. You can't out-supplement a poor diet. You have to make daily decisions that quietly raise your internal defenses. And next, I want to show you what's breaking those defenses down, often without you knowing. Let's talk about salt. Not the pinch you add when cooking at home, but the hidden sodium in takeout, canned soups, packaged meals, and processed snacks. Excess salt damages your blood vessels and disrupts the body's angiogenesis regulation. It also accelerates cellular aging. You might not notice it in the mirror, but inside your arteries, it's happening. Then comes sugar, specifically added sugar. Not the sugar in fruit, that's not the villain here. It's the sugar in sodas, cereals, pastries, protein bars. Repeated sugar spikes force your pancreas to overproduce insulin, and over time, your cells become resistant. This resistance causes chronic inflammation, and inflammation is like throwing gasoline on the fire of abnormal cell growth. If you've ever wondered why sugar is often linked to cancer, this is why. Now let's talk alcohol. People love the idea that a glass of red wine is healthy. But the truth is, it's the grape skins, not the alcohol, that offer benefits. Compounds like resveratrol can help protect the heart. But alcohol itself? It's toxic. Period. It damages your brain, liver, and immune system. Dr. William Li puts it this way. A drink is like a pebble hitting your windshield. One pebble, you recover. But enough over time, and the whole thing cracks. And if you drink regularly, night after night, you're slowly weakening your ability to detect and fight abnormal cells. You're taking your shield down, one glass at a time. Now, here's what most people miss. Chronic stress. You can handle a tough day or two, but 2 weeks of unrelenting stress, financial pressure, emotional strain, burnout, that's when your shields drop. Stress lowers immune activity, increases blood pressure, disrupts hormone balance, and damages your circulatory system. It also prevents deep sleep, and that's when the real problems start. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. During deep REM sleep, your brain activates the glymphatic system, a kind of internal sewer that drains toxins, but it only turns on while you're sleeping. If you're sleep-deprived, those toxins accumulate. You wake up foggy. You make poor decisions. You eat junk. And then the cycle repeats. Worse, your metabolism crashes. When you sleep deeply, you burn fat because insulin levels stay low. No sleep, no fat burn. More weight gain, more inflammation, more vulnerability. It's not just about beauty rest. It's cancer prevention. Now let's talk about something almost no one is talking about. Microplastics. These tiny particles are now being found in breast milk, blood, semen, brain tissue, and even the arteries of living people. One study found that men with plastic embedded in their carotid arteries were 4 times more likely to die from heart attacks or strokes. And yes, scientists found enough plastic in a human brain to equal a plastic spoon. We're consuming this through bottled water, takeout containers, plastic packaging, cosmetics, even the air. And here's the scary part. Microplastics trigger inflammation. They disrupt cellular repair. They interfere with hormone signaling. And they're almost impossible to fully avoid, but you can reduce your exposure. And in just a minute, I'll share the simple switches you can make right now to protect yourself. Now, let's talk about the part most people skip. What you can do. These are the tools that raise your shields, and some of them are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Mushrooms, rich in beta-glucans that activate your immune system. A third of a cup a day may significantly reduce cancer risk. Broccoli sprouts contain up to 100x more sulforaphane than adult broccoli. This compound helps detox carcinogens and promote DNA repair. Fermented foods, like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and miso. They balance your gut microbiome, directly strengthening immune response. Green tea with lemon. The lemon increases catechin absorption 5-fold. Together, they help stop abnormal blood vessel growth. Seaweed and spirulina contain fucoidan, a compound that slows tumor growth and improves detoxification. Pomegranate juice, shown in lab studies to slow prostate, breast, and colon cancer cell growth. But it's not just food. Intermittent fasting, just 14 to 16 hours of daily fasting, can activate autophagy, where your body recycles damaged cells. Grounding. Walking barefoot outside may reduce inflammation by allowing the body to absorb natural electrons. Morning light helps regulate your circadian rhythm and immune system. Laughter and connection both reduce stress hormones and increase natural killer cell activity. These aren't gimmicks. They're subtle, powerful tools that tip the balance back in your favor. Look, I get it. Cancer is scary. But the most important takeaway is this. You are not helpless. Your body is already fighting every day, and every decision you make is either helping or hurting. So, don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait until it's too late. Start building your defenses today. Switch your containers, eat real food, go to bed on time, laugh more, move more, breathe deeper. Your future self will thank you. If you learned something today, share this video with someone you care about. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What's one small change you're making today to raise your shield? Because knowledge is powerful, but action is what saves lives.